everyone, welcome back to Cities by Jake. I'm your resident architect, and today we're diving into our City of Magnolia right here in City Skylines 2. And in this episode, we're going to be redeveloping an area that was rushed and wasn't a great spot for residential development. We're going to be filling it with industrial and office zoning in hopes to lower our demand. But before we get started, be sure to like this video and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell notification to be the first to know when a new episode comes out. I'm on a mission to bring the most exciting and imaginative city building content. Lastly, comment a decision you made in this game where you looked at it and realized that it was a mistake. I'm excited to hear your answers. And with that, let's get into it. Alright, so like the intro said, we're going to be fixing a mistake that we actually demolished last episode, I believe. This little neighborhood right here, we were getting a lot of pollution from this industrial. And it wasn't as bad, but if we end up ever expanding here, getting more air polluted stuff in here, it's just gonna get worse. So we ended up just getting rid of it, and I want to put more industrial back here. And what I was thinking of doing in this area is not make an active industrial port, but treat it as if it was like an old, industrial port when the settlers kind of like came over here. This is where all of the industrial was. So we're gonna make that, and then I'll probably not make some active tracks, but like loop them in through here to kind of sell the idea that this was an old industrial district and it's kind of slowly being redeveloped into homes. So what I do want to double check, where I don't think we're going to have to develop a lot here, because I believe this is pretty steep. Yeah, so there's a lot of hills here. I only want to flatten this area a little bit, and then maybe kind of around to this coast, but we'll probably just leave all of this the way it is. So I had this road kind of as a guideline. We'll first delete it, and then I'm gonna flatten out. So we're gonna flatten it right here. And right there. Then I think I'm gonna bring it along here as well. Push it back kind of like right here, and we'll have some sort of industrial development right here. I'm not really sure at the moment, but we'll fix all of this. And then I think I'm gonna stop it right here. Let's actually push it back so we can bring that road back, so that we can just bring that road up through here. Just soften this a little. Okay. So we'll also flatten this a little bit. I think I'm gonna redo this road just so that we can get it flat as well. It's pretty flat right here, so let me pause. I'm pretty sure this is active. Yeah. Well, let's just reflatten this. I don't know if we actually need that anymore. Yeah, we probably do. Let's just There. And then we will add that back. Just wanted to make sure where it was. I think I'm actually going to add it right there. Off street. That way we can get an alleyway here. And we'll probably start like a grid kind of back over here. So let's just connect it with the road. Just for the time being. We'll eventually probably upgrade it, just kind of for now. Make sure everything is good. We don't have any issues. Not seeing any. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna do an old industrial port back here. And then I want to kind of snake some tracks through here and kind of in through here. So we'll have to kind of lay out our road and how we're going to want it to be through here. What I was thinking is, I know I just made this road, but kind of cut it up so that it used to go straight. Then you have a smaller road, probably, you know, just a plain 2-lane road that went straight, and that was the old main road. Then this got developed to connect to here. We're going to connect to there this episode, finally. And then that's like the old kind of road, and then we have like a little small grid, and then with our industrial ports in through here. So let's see if this will work. I'm gonna just kind of play around with this. Okay, so I like this a lot better. I want to see. We'll have to go into our road services, and then I want to get rid of that crosswalk. Then I want to get rid of that, and then we'll have another let's actually replace this with a 3-lane symmetrical. Never mind. Let me just see. do. Do a road like that, and then we'll have another road that comes. Get a continuous, and a road. Continues that way. I think these are going to be the main roads for our old. We'll have a road here, but I want to kind of like clean up, maybe do some terraforming to create our piers. But we'll have another main road that goes through here once we get all of this kind of figured out. I want to figure that out while we terraform. But I think this is going to be kind of it. So let me kind of play around with this. I might be doing some deleting, terraforming back here, but let me just kind of play around and figure this out.
Start it up.
we're done. I kind of got this going. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is historically accurate. I think this, to be more historic, it would probably be a lot more of these longer ones rather than a long one and two horizontals. But I like how it came out. just going to kind of clean up these edges a little bit so we don't have a hard time with them. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I know it's not, I want to use these okay, so we'll have to that out, and then so I want to use these elementary schools. Because I think they look, once we add on to them, they kind of give you the old pier look, the old school industrial buildings look. And I saw other people doing this, and I wanted to also do it. So what I'm also going to add here is to kind of showcase I'll have, some paths, some train connections. I don't like that. To push this back a little bit more. I want to be able to kind of showcase, and have this track here just for aesthetic purposes. And then for this one, I think I have it set that you can have double track, and then you can still put this is already full. So they're not actually elementary schools, but they will also fix our demand with this. But aesthetically, they're going to be old industrial buildings, but they'll function as elementary school. But we're not going to think that they are elementary school. I'm going to do 2 more right here. I'm gonna put this kind of closer here. Okay, and I need to level this out a little bit. Okay. Push that right there. We'll upgrade the and then let's grab our okay. Then we'll grab another. Interesting. So maybe we place this single. Why is it doing that? Okay, so what I'm actually gonna do, we're gonna flip this one. So what we can also do is we'll grab a parking lot. And we'll grab our, turn the snaps off. Do that. We're gonna get a curve tool. And then we're gonna try and curve that in here, but I want to clean up, make sure all of this is good. What I actually want to do here is we'll put a parking lot right here. I think a medium. Perfect, yeah. Okay, so that looks good, and I can guarantee you we are still teetering. So we have put 4 elementary schools, and we're still not even close to filling it. Maybe when I do some districting, assign districts, maybe it'll help a little bit, but we will see. So now I want to kind of connect all of these tracks and then bring it all the way up here and then just connect it through there, just so it kind of like shows what it used to be. So let's focus on that now. Okay, so this is definitely not realistic and practical at all. Like I said earlier, is that the piers would be probably oriented this way so that the track can just easily, kind of come in here and end. But, I like how this looks, and I'm just going to leave it like that. So we're just going to call it like this. And, and again, these aren't going to be active tracks, so they're just there for kind of old aesthetic purposes. I think the next thing I want to do is fill out this area to be an old industrial area. So we're going to do some industrial, but I think I want to maintain offices in here. Let's work on our road layout. We'll continue with the alleyway. Let's add some a little bit more detail with the tracks now that I'm looking at it. Actually do this. Oh. Do another one. Can be like an old rail yard type. Doesn't look the best. Ideally, what I learned is that this would be the track, and the first one, this one would be the track, and all of this stuff would merge into it. But we have this going over here, so I'm going to use this as like the main track. These are pull-offs. Okay, so this is our road. We'll then fill in the zoning, but I want to double check air pollution. So it is getting a little aggressive right through. I was thinking about doing like a park, but what I think I'm gonna do, fire station. Oh, I thought that this would big enough for this. So let's put not wide enough either. Fire station. I want to treat the fire station as if this was like the old center house, I guess you would call it. Not really. You wouldn't call it a house. Like the main warehouse. Even know that this firehouse looks modern, too modern for that, but we'll just leave it like that. Alleyway, drawn right there. Tie it into there. Then let's do something like that, and then we can surround this area with some commercial and some office space. We'll have, I think this area will be good for now. We'll have other roads here that will be industrial. That is not what I want to do. We'll keep those bumps, but what I want to do is I want to make sure the zoning is going to be on here. I don't want any zoning on these roads. Let's go to our pedestrian path. There. I want on that as industrial. We'll go into here. Sprinkle in some office. Fill in rest with commercial. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of this with a bunch of office, commercial, and then I might sprinkle in some industrial as well. Okay, so I went ahead and added all of this stuff. I let it run, but then I also realized that I wanted to add a where is it? Park maintenance depot over in here. I honestly probably should get a road maintenance. Let's check. Yeah, since this is an industrial park, maybe we should get a road maintenance facility in here. I'll add it right. Well, that's where our... Okay, never mind. Maybe that's... I added a medical clinic in here. Put it right there. I have a police station up in here. I might need to reconfigure it. I think I'm gonna put it right here. So let me pause and we'll reconfigure this. Okay. Snuck that road maintenance depot in there. And this is kind of like our industrial district. We'll probably push it over here and then just kind of feather, you know, this development out. Let's check our air pollution. So that's going to push back this way. Probably won't be able to develop residential until like back here, maybe. We'll kind of see how this pushes it out. So our next thing I want to do before we finish is I finally want to get a bridge that connects this way. So let's figure out our level first. They are pretty close actually. Okay, cool. So they're pretty close. So we'll have to figure out our bridge. So I don't know what a grand bridge looks like, but I like the tiered, but we have developmental points, so let's unlock grand bridges. Do like that, honestly. Push that like that. Grab our grand bridge. And let's tear that down. Cool. To the underground. And do it. I like this because, you know, if you really think of the idea and concept of what we're doing back here, this style and look of bridge, makes sense. So we'll need to do some cleanup back here. Let's go ahead and do that next. Push it back over there. That same. That. So now what I want to check to see if we can do is add a tram through here. Not sure if we're able to. Can. It goes to the side. So I'm not going to actually do that, but I just wanted to see if you could. Never actually used this bridge before. Cool. Awesome. So that is finally connected. We'll definitely get our transportation out here. Hopefully that will work. We'll probably have to figure something out over here. The reason why I haven't developed this yet is I just don't know if I want to do a lot of residential or, you know, kind of blend in our city services, like, you know, like our tram depot and stuff like that. I think I do want to do blending it in, but I just don't know how that's gonna go yet. Okay, and so I breezed by it earlier, but we did level up to thriving metropolis. We were just a regular metropolis before, and while I was kind of going in and adding all this zoning, we leveled up to thriving metropolis, which gave us 17 developmental points, 36 expansion points, and $4.9. Let's go through what we still need. We just unlocked Grand Bridge, and we might start unlocking some power. Already have all of our water services. Healthcare might be cool to unlock that. Industrial waste processing we probably should unlock soon. And I'll probably start unlocking some of these. Start unlocking a lot of this stuff to do potentially a technology university when we it. I'll have a lot of stuff through here. Then I think I'm going to unlock the bank to add that. And then off screen, I did unlock subway and air and also water just to kind of play around with it. So we already have those unlocked. I think we're going to start utilizing a lot of this stuff soon. And then obviously get into here and unlock a lot of this stuff. But we're not going to do that today, and I think that's going to do it for today's episode. Did something, kind of unique and created an old industrial port that is currently inactive and is more of like a memorial of the city of Magnolia. So I hope you guys really enjoyed that. If you did, give it a like, and if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that bell notification to be the first to know when a new episode comes out. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.